Hello, boys and girls. Hope you're doing fine. And well, we are starting a new unit now, and this is our final unit. So I hope you're all happy. You're nearing the end, as I said on my last post. So, well, in this case, this is our 14th guide here. Today is the 2nd of March, and well, this is our new unit, Unit 4, Selling Online. And well, as always, I am Professor Tomás, and well, this is the Intermediate English course for Business English. And well, this is our 14th lesson. I hope you have all been paying close attention to everything I've taught you since last October, because by the end of this month, we're going to have the final examination. As I said on my last post, I hope you follow, you keep a close watch on everything I post on the platform. You can always ask me any questions on the comment section, as always. I read them all the time, so don't worry. And well, in this case, I'll make it short because I don't have much time. In this case, I was actually wondering whether it was fitting to do more exercises. And well, in this case, I think it is. Well, this is a very, we're going to start with this guide here. This is a very, very classic type of exercise. It says here, choose the correct word to complete each sentence. And number one says, we offer a discount to customers who buy in bulk. And in this case, you have to choose the answer. Is it refund? Is it discount? Is it delivery? And so, well, most of the time you can just eliminate all possible answers till you get the right one. You get the right one, and so, well, you say we offer a discount to customers. We don't say we refund to customers who buy in bulk. We don't deliver it to customers who buy in bulk. Or, well, it could be we offer delivery to customers. In this case, I would say delivery service. Now that's what gives you the hint. But most of the time, what gives you the hint as regards to the correct answer is a preposition to in this case. And so, well, here we start with the activity. Remember, you have to choose the correct word to complete each sentence. No one has commented, has posted any doubts as regards the content. So I assume you all very knowledgeable, people, and I like that. And so, well, that's why I was telling you on my last post that this type of exercises, it can be very, very, how can I put it? Complicated, maybe a little bit hard, because remember, this is an intermediate level. And so it could be extremely hard for people who haven't had any type of English learning, English teaching in the past. So that's why I was offering you my help. Anytime you have a doubt, you can tell me. Don't be shy. Right, so it says here, we ask customers who are not fully satisfied to goods within 7 days. And well, this is what gives you the hint here. When you're not fully satisfied with the goods, what do you do? Sometimes, do you discount? Do you refund? It could be refund. Or do you return the goods? And so, well, you have to ask yourself mentally. We ask customers who are not fully satisfied to discount goods within 7 days. No. We ask customers who are not fully satisfied to refund goods within 7 days. No. We ask customers who are not fully satisfied to return goods within 7 days. It could be. And so, well, in this case, yes, well, in this case, you have to say return because you return goods within 7 days. That's what it's telling you. This is all based on internet searching, online buying, as it says on the title, online selling. Very good. So it's return, right? And so, well, here we have, in order to get a full customers must send back goods in the original packaging. So, well, you have to ask yourself, in order to get a full discount, customers must send back goods in the original packaging. It doesn't sound so. It sounds a little bit odd, doesn't it? It could be, but well, what gives you the hint is this part right here. They must send back goods in the original packaging, and you have to ask yourself, what happens when you send back goods in the original packaging? What type of action are you doing? Are you discounting, offering a discount? Are you refunding, or asking for a refund? Are you returning goods? Well, in this case, it's not discount. It could be either refund or return. And well, what you have to do is, well, you try to eliminate any of the two possible answers. So, well, it's not return because they must send back goods. The original packaging is already talking about returning something. And so it's refund. Very good. Because it means to get a full refund. Have you ever had a full refund on a how can I say it? On a product that you have just bought online? Right, so it says here, goods will be within 24 hours of your order. And well, this is a very interesting verb. Dispatched, purchased, exchanged. So, well, you have to do the process all over again. Goods will be dispatched within 24 hours of your order. It sounds a little bit logical, but we have to keep on, we have to keep on reasoning with it, trying to think about it. Goods will be purchased within 24 hours of your order. Goods will be exchanged within 24 hours of your order. Well, in this case, neither purchased nor exchanged sound logical, so it's actually dispatched, and it's actually a new verb for me, so I hope it was a new verb for you as well as an adjective, actually, to dispatch as well, to dispatch. I think both pronunciations are correct. Let's check. Is it true? Is it dispatch or is it dispatch? Dispatch.
Dispatch.
Dispatch. One more time.
Dispatch.
Dispatch. It's a British form of the verb dispatch. There you can see it. Very good. Dispatched. So that's the correct pronunciation, dispatched. Right, so it says here, goods are kept in our until ready for delivery. Well, is it goods are kept in our stock until ready for delivery? It doesn't, well, it doesn't feel like it, doesn't feel logical. So, but well, let's go on thinking. It says goods are kept in our storage. It sounds a little bit fitting, but let's keep on thinking. Goods are kept in our warehouse. Well, in this case, it's subjective. I think it's both. I think it could be both. Storage. So well, let's think of it. Think about it. Well, but I think this is a more like a noun. It says there storage,
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 storage. Right. So it's the action of storing something. So in this case, the one correct is letter C, warehouse, because it's where you store something. So it's the action of storing. Right, and so we near the final one. 6. Products and services offered at a large discount are generally a sale, bargain, offer. Offered at a large discount are generally a da, 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 da. Well, in this case, it's in this case I'm baffled. Trust me, I'm sorry, but yes, let's think about it. What is a bargain? You should always use a dictionary. I always recommend this one, Macmillan Dictionary. Much less than normal bargain. So it's called sale. Sale. Process of selling goods or services for money, so it's not sale. It could be offer, but I'm not sure. So, well, let's go on thinking that way. Offer. To let someone know that you will give them something if they want it. So, no, neither is sale nor is offer. So, it's bargain, it's letter B. Right. So, let's go to the following one. And this is a very interesting activity. It says combine words from boxes A and B. Make phrases that match definitions 1 to 7. For example, credit card details. 2. The name, number, and expiry date on your credit card. Those are credit card details. The time you can change your mind. Well, it was the time you can change your mind and cancel an order. So, what is it? Is it after sales? What is after sale? Really, what is it? Because I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't have all the answers. Trust me, after sale. Well, there's no answer in Macmillan, but well, we could. Uh, well, we can just start ruling out things, which is what I just told you. Eliminate the wrong answer, and it'll give you the right one. So it's the money back. Well, it's not actually money back because in this case you're actually searching for a noun, not a verb. So, well, but for example, it can be money back, period. Although I've never seen it like that. It's new for me as well. Right, so is cooling off, money back, period. Right, it's money back, period. So, well, money back, period. It's number 2, the name, number, and expiry date on your credit card. Well, in this case, it's obvious we said credit card details. Credit card details. Credit card details. And so, for example, you have the way you choose to buy the goods you want. And well, the way you choose to buy the goods you want, what is that? Method of could be method of payment. Is method of, yes, it could be method of payment. So because it's the way you choose to buy the goods you want. So well, yes, it could be method of payment. Payment. Well, it says here when you can pay something after you buy, but at no extra cost. Well, in this case, I'm truly after sales. Well, I think we can always search for it as well with other dictionaries because I'm not sure. We can search, for example, in Oxford's dictionary. Right. No, I don't want that. Sorry. Yes. It's not here. Online dictionary. Very good. Word sire. So, is after sales. Doesn't appear. My God. Well, I think it's actually after sales payments but it could be interest-free payments, although cooling off. Sorry, I'm puzzled. So it's cooling off period. How to reach an agreement. Interesting. It's a new one for me as well. Right. Well, let's just start ruling things out. We just said money back period, although I'm not sure because I just ruled out period. Credit card details is already there. Method of payments. So well, we can just scratch it. Now, yes, we can say, for example, when the goods you require not available, it's something. Well, in Spanish we also say that. We say out of stock, out of stock. Not available, out of stock. So we just scratch that stock. Promise to give money back if you're not happy. Oh, it's so hard. Use the product right if you're not happy. Could be money back period. No, money back guarantee. Because remember, it says here, promise to give your money back. It's a promise, so it's a guarantee. So it could be money back guarantee afterwards I'll change the other one from above. The help you get from a company when you start to use their product. Although, although the help is so well, in this case it could be credit. Well, number 4 could be credit, although at no extra cost, it should be interest-free credit as well. Oh, sorry, let me just change it. The hell you get, so out of stock, we have just rolled it out. Instead, money back, guaranteed. Instead, interest-free. Instead, method of, sorry, yes. Well, in this case, it could be after-sales service. Which is the next one here, because we just said money back guarantee, so it could be cooling off. Not sure. But we just said for credit. We said the final one is service, number 7. Well, remember it's a time. So it's a money back period. But so it's money back guarantee. Interesting. Money back period, money back. Well, afterwards I'll check it and then I'll give you the correct answer. I have to move on. I'm sorry, but well, for now, you know that if you said credit card details here, well, it's already there, it's already done. But well, if you put method of payment, it's correct. If you put interest-free credit, it's correct. If you put here out of stock in number 5, you are right, very good. If you put number 6 to give money back if you're not happy, money back guarantee, probably is correct. Although here it could be cooling off period as well. Because remember what it says here, especially it's a pause that people take time to think calmly about how to reach an agreement. So, well, it's the time you can change your mind. So it could be cooling off. Cooling off period. But if you wrote another type of answer, and if you think I am wrong, you can tell me. Please tell me on the comment section if I'm wrong. But well, for now, that is my final answer, cooling off period. And so, well, here, we now move on to the second part of the guide, and this is a listening audio. It says here, well, working pairs, don't worry about that. It says discuss which words from the above you could use to complete the sentence below. A bit about Argos, UK's largest multi-channel retailer. And well, it says here that you have to listen to the interview with Indira Thambia, head of e-commerce at Argos, and complete the sentences in exercise A. We're going to read them. It's channel, inquiry, identical, integrated, online, order, run, store, telephone, website. Well, number one, it says, our experience shows that customers will sometimes buy, sometimes order on the, and sometimes go into the stores to pick up goods. So we need to understand what our customers want. And number two says, our operations are fully integrated. The prices that we show on the are, well, here we could say on the website, because why else would you put it right there? That we show on the website, because it's also a collocation. It's on the web page, on the website, on the platform, are to the prices that you would pay in the We show on the to the prices that you would pay. So you can call up a call center and about and that you place through any although any to pay in the we don't operations side by side. We run a truly multi-channel offer. So well, now here we're going to listen to it. 2.1. Now listen to the interview with Indira Tambia, head of e-commerce, and complete the sentences in exercise A. Right, so now we're going to listen to it here.
Selling online. Unit 2. Selling online. Recording 2.1.
Argos sells goods in its high street stores and online. How do you run these operations successfully side by side?
The key to our success is that we treat the customer as a single individual, and we don't treat customers as online customers or store customers. Our experience shows that customers will sometimes buy online, sometimes order on the telephone, and sometimes go into the stores to pick up goods. So we need to understand what our customers want at any one time, or what our customers want depending on the product that they're buying, and serve those customers in the most appropriate way. In terms of our operations are fully integrated. The prices that we show on the website are identical to the prices that you would pay in the store. You can call up a call center and inquire about an order that you place through any channel, whether that's the store, the website, or the telephone. And if you buy something from the website and you don't like what you've got, you can return that item to a store. So running a multi-channel operation is the key to our success. We don't run operations side by side, we run a truly integrated multi-channel offer.
Now I'm going to listen to it again because I couldn't fill in all of them. So let's listen to it again.
Unit 2. Selling online. Recording 2.1.
Argos sells goods in its high street stores and online. How do you run these operations successfully side by side?
The key to our success is that we treat the customer as a single individual, and we don't treat customers as online customers or store customers. Our experience shows that customers will sometimes buy online, sometimes order on the telephone, and sometimes go into the stores to pick up goods. So we need to understand what our customers want at any one time, or what our customers want depending on the product that they're buying, and serve those customers in the most appropriate way. In terms of our operations are fully integrated. The prices that we show on the website are identical to the prices that you would pay in the store. You can call up a call center and inquire about an order that you place through any channel, whether that's the store, the website, or the telephone. And if you buy something from the website and you don't like what you've got, you can return that item to a store. So running a multi-channel operation is the key to our success. We don't run operations side by side, we run a truly integrated multi-channel offer.
Well then, here we have our experience shows that customers will sometimes buy online and sometimes order on the telephone and sometimes go into the stores to pick up goods. So we need to understand what our customers want. If you wrote it like that, if you complete the gaps with these words, congratulations, you're all right. Very good. You have a very good listening skill. Right, and so it's number 2 says our operations are fully integrated. The prices that we show on the website are identical to the price that you would pay in the store. So if you wrote it like that, if you have websites well, in the gaps you have websites identical and store, congratulations, you also have very good listening skill. As always, please tell me in the comment section how do you do. Right, and it says here you can call up a call center and inquire about an order that you place through any channel. If you have it like that, then congratulations again, you did it very good. Number 4, it says we don't run operations side by side, we run a truly integrated multi-channel offer. And well, yes, I think that's correct. And so if you have it like this, congratulations, you're 100% accurate. Very good. You have very good listening skill. Right, and it says here, we have just done this. Now, here are some of the keys to successful online selling. In Tira's experience, listen to the second part of the interview and number each point in the order in which she mentions them. So we're going to listen to 2.2. Well, first of all, let's read it. It says, to be very clear to customers about the delivery options are to provide good images and good information, to understand or recognize what the customers want. So we have to put them in order, the order in which she mentions them. So, yes.
Recording 2.2.
What do you think are the keys to success in online selling?
I think the most important thing is to understand that customers use websites for lots of different reasons. Some people are coming to a website to actually buy something on that day. Other people, and a lot of people, are coming to a website to acquire information either about a product or about the retailer. And the key to selling online is to understand or recognize what the customer wants when they're on your website and try and provide that information. So the keys for us are providing good images and good information, technical information on all of the products that we sell, being very clear about the price of the product and any promotions that are running alongside those products, being very clear to the customer about what the delivery options are for each individual product, and then allowing them to find all of that information and then buy once they're ready.
Well, I think this is correct, but I'm not sure. I think I'm going to listen to it again, so don't worry. You can always listen to them as many times as you want. I always upload the audios for you to work with, but it's always useful to just listen to it twice.
Recording 2.2.
What do you think are the keys to success in online selling?
I think the most important thing is to understand that customers use websites for lots of different reasons. Some people are coming to a website to actually buy something on that day. Other people, and a lot of people, are coming to a website to acquire information either about a product or about the retailer. And the key to selling online is to understand or recognize what the customer wants when they're on your website and try and provide that information. So the keys for us are providing good images and good information, technical information on all of the products that we sell, being very clear about the price of the product and any promotions that are running alongside those products, being very clear to the customer about what the delivery options are for each individual product, and then allowing them to find all of that information and then buy once they're ready.
So, well, here I have it ready. It says to be very clear about the price and the product and promotions. It's number 2. And to be very clear to the customer what the delivery options are, it's number 3. To provide good images and good information is number 1. And to understand or recognize what the customer wants, it's number 4. And I think I am right, but if any one of you thinks I'm wrong, you're more than welcome to tell me. But well, if you have it just like this, congratulations, you're very good at listening, have very good listening skills. I like it. Right, so we're going to do the final activity now. Well, this is a discussion, so nobody cares truly because I don't have anyone to discuss it with. So let's do 2.3. It says, listen to the last part of the interview. Are these statements in exercise D true or false in interest experience? Well, in 1 we have a lot of people research products online and then go to the store to pick that product up. Number 2 says customers on the high street behave very differently from customers online. And a good website is one that is easy to navigate, easy to find, and easy to transact with. And well, we have letter D. Let's see which of them are correct. Now let's search for it. Number 2.2. So this one here is number 2.3. Very good.
Recording 2.3.
The key is to understand that not everybody wants to buy from a website. And for us, a lot of our customers will research products online and then go to the store to pick that product up. And so it's about understanding that customers online behave very similarly to customers on the high street. They come and browse, and then they think about it, and then they come back and buy. And again, it's going back to understanding that customers are people. They're not online customers or store customers. They're just customers, and that they will want to do different things at different times. So the key is making a site that is easy to navigate, easy to find, and easy to transact with. And if you can get those key things right, then customers will keep coming back to you.
Very good. So, well, let's think it through. I think it's correct, but I'm not sure because all of them are true. One of them must be wrong. So, well, she said a lot of people research products online and then go to the store to pick their product up. Customers on the high street behave very differently from customers online. And I'm sorry, I wrote true, but it's false. They behave very similarly. She said very similarly. So, well, let's listen to it again so that I'm sure, but I think I'm correct.
Recording 2.3.
The key is to understand that not everybody wants to buy from a website. And for us, a lot of our customers will research products online and then go to the store to pick that product up. And so it's about understanding that customers online behave very similarly to customers on the high street. They come and browse, and then they think about it, and then they come back and buy. And again, it's going back to understanding that customers are people. They're not online customers or store customers. They're just customers, and that they will want to do different things at different times. So the key is making a site that is easy to navigate, easy to find, and easy to transact with. And if you can get those key things right, then customers will keep coming back to you.
Sorry, so let me just play it again because I couldn't listen to it correctly. You couldn't listen to it correctly, so...
Recording 2.3.
The key is to understand that not everybody wants to buy from a website. And for us, a lot of our customers will research products online and then go to the store to pick that product up. And so it's about understanding that customers online behave very similarly to customers on the high street. They come and browse, and then they think about it, and then they come back and buy. And again, it's going back to understanding that customers are people. They're not online customers or store customers. They're just customers, and that they will want to do different things at different times. So the key is making a site that is easy to navigate, easy to find, and easy to transact with. And if you can get those key things right, then customers will keep coming back to you.
So, well, all three of them are correct now. And so, well, if you have the first one is true, the second one is false, the third one is true, if you have all of them like that, then you have very good listening skills, and I really like you. You're a very good student. So, well, this is the end of this video. I hope I didn't exceed the time. So, well, yes. So, we'll see each other. You'll see me again next week with another video and another guide. And well, I'm going to stop recording now. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching this. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry.